Hey.
Okay, can I celebrate you quickly for a second?
Oh, what? Oh.
Erin had the funniest joke of my life in the Facebook group.
Wait, hold on. Hi, guys. Welcome to Dude That's Fucked Up. I'm Erin.
I'm Nicole. Erin's #1 fan.
Aw.
Oh my God. Someone posted an article, and I say someone because it's like a closed group, and I don't know if people want their names out there, but someone posted an article about a person who had to amputate their foot, and they use the foot meat flesh to make tacos. Yeah. And then his friends ate it knowingly.
Yeah.
Everyone was in on it. And Erin, I can't remember exactly what you said, but Erin used the word fajitas, fajitas.
Like a foot, like a foothita, a foothita.
Oh my God!
Well, first of all, how are you gonna go and make your friends a goddamn taco out of your fucking foot meat? What is happening in this world? I think we're almost done. I think the end is nigh.
Yeah. I'm crying.
It's been a good run, guys.
Oh my God. It was so goddamn funny. And I was like, yeah, everybody that's my best friend. Aww. Everybody here, everybody in this group, you can think she's funny, but she's my best friend, so that's all I have to say.
Oh, I love you. Oh man, it just came to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh God.
Oh God.
What a treat.
I'm sweating again from laughing.
I'm crying.
Well, thanks for being a pal and thinking my sick joke is funny.
So good.
How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're not eating your friends' feet.
And or I hope you're not eating any Mexican food right now.
Or that, yeah, that's
and
rough.
thinking it's feet.
Ugh. All I could think about was all the fajitas I've had in my life, and I wonder if his friends were like, this stacks up, you know?
You had a fajita flashback?
Yeah. Like a nice sizzly pan, some oh God. All right.
Yeah. Some chopped onions.
Onions. Oh
God.
My Lord.
It just sizzles over on that platter.
Yeah.
Smelling so good.
Just picture a waiter carrying, every time fajitas get ordered, they come out, they're all sizzly, and it's a production.
Yeah.
So, this guy with his no foot was just coming out of the kitchen hey guys.
With his no foot, and his friends are like, that smells so good.
Anyway, any business today?
Nah, just the usual stuff.
Just the usual. Go to the website, dtfpodcast.com.
Leave us a review on iTunes if you're so inclined. And a rating. We've gotten some new ones. They're very nice.
Oh, I haven't checked that in a while. I should. What else? Anything fucked up for you this week?
No, I don't have anything. I don't think I have anything, so.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, pretty nice week.
Good. Very chill.
What about you?
Well, it finally happened.
Should I guess? No? Oh, okay, go.
Okay, so DJ and I were walking home from the movies the other night, and it had just rained, and it was just a nice, lovely evening, and we're walking home and holding hands, and we turned to walk into our alley, and there it is. Finally saw it. Somebody shitting in our alley.
Oh my God. I was like, where's this going?
I did not know. We didn't know what to do. So we were we're talking about whatever. And we just both are just I think our voices got higher because we realized this guy was just in the middle of shitting. And I didn't want to not, I don't know. So we just ignored him. It was, I don't know.
What else can you do?
What else can you do? You know?
You know what? I've just been thinking a lot about this lately because it's like, why are we shaming people who are like, don't have access to a toilet?
Well, the problem with this is that I don't think this guy was homeless. I think he really just had to take a shit. Like,
oh, that's bad.
He was like a dude with like, he had
a business suit and a briefcase.
No. I think, honestly, he had just played like a game of soccer and was like,
oh my God.
like in like workout clothes and stuff, and had some cleats on his like. I was like, no, all right,
that's bad.
Well, yeah,
that's bad. Well,
yeah,
there's like public businesses around your neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's like a fucking supermarket you could go poop in.
There's also like a couple porta potties like around like there's like construction sites like around. So
no,
I don't know. This man had to go though, and so we were just like, oh fucking shit, that guy, literally fucking shit. But the crazy thing is that he wasn't even shitting in like a really like a protected part of the alley. He was like
out.
He was like out on the edge kind of the alley, and we were just like, I think people can see you, man. But
if we can see you.
I mean, yeah, it was like you're like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a rough stitch, but whatever.
Just a man after playing rec league soccer with his buddies as an adult human.
Yep. Maybe he drank too many beers afterwards or something.
I was wondering, but then like poop before you leave the bar.
Yeah.
Or take a cab home. I don't know. You know what? I've been in situations where I'm like, oh no, I gotta poop. And
yeah.
But you find a way to like do it in a toilet.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
You try your best.
I think it was an emergency situation, but also he was just like, he looked pretty comfortable just like being like, all right, I'm gonna take a shit.
Oh my God. I know
I think he was looking at his phone too, actually.
Oh, stop. Oh my God.
This is a wild time.
He's like posting on Facebook and liking people's statuses and shit.
I mean, it's like just like taking a normal shit on your toilet. You're like, just gonna pass the time looking at my phone.
No, I don't look at my phone. I feel like I've said this before. I am horrified. I don't know what this phobia is called, but if it exists, it probably has a good name. I'm horrified of accidentally
taking a picture of yourself while you're taking a shit.
Yeah? Is that a thing?
Probably.
Oh my God.
I'm sure a lot of people can relate.
Ew, that was gross. I'm all, I just ate breakfast. A lot of it's still in my teeth and throat, apparently. But
cool.
I'm just even scared of taking a picture just on my phone and it like going into my iCloud and like me not realizing there's like a picture of me shitting in there.
Oh my God, I have the worst pictures on my phone. I should probably like clean it up a little bit.
Oh, like what?
I took pictures of my when I had after my surgery. I took pictures of my intestine, for sure.
Oh, that's all right.
And yeah, well, I just wanted to like be like, this is for posterity. I should
it's on the outside.
I should remember this time, and it's fucking weird and crazy. Yeah. And I also took pictures of my open wound after my like takedown surgery to have my intestine put back in my body. So I was like, I want to see the progress of the like healing process. So I don't know. If anybody ever like accidentally swiped through my pictures, they would certainly be horrified. It's like cat pictures, open wounds. I take really weird pictures and like random like weird memes, I think.
Amazing.
That I like. Yeah. So NSA, please don't go through my phone. Thank you.
This is a warning.
They already are. It's fine.
All right.
All right. Let's hop into this topic today. I love it so much.
This is very fun. Also, I feel like we've had it in our Slack channel for a long time, and it keeps bubbling up, and then it falls off, and then it bubbles up, and we like finally this week we're like, let's do this, and it's very good. And you already know a lot about this, so you're taking the lead on this one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I had looked into this because I don't know where I read about it, but like I saw this somewhere and I was like, this is fucking cool. So, this week we're talking about Locusta. Mm-hmm. I think that's how you say her name. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Locusta, the ancient Roman poisoner.
Oh.
She was fucking gnarly.
She was doing things.
She was doing things. Okay, so this woman, she was born probably like over 2,000 years ago. So this is like kind of like all the details about her are taken from like her later life when she started really getting into like the palace intrigue and was hired for basically to assassinate people.
Oh my God. It's all been translated from like fucking rock scribes and shit.
Yeah. I mean, the ancient Roman like historians, like there's a ton of accounts of her poisoning people. So like she existed for sure. Yeah. There's more, I feel like there's more history about her than like any other woman from then, maybe. Oh, that's not true. But there's like a lot of women doing crazy things, but
she's very high profile.
She's high profile. She's written about a lot, and I would say she's infamous. So, so she's born over 2,000 years ago, and she was born in Gaul. So that's like where present day France is. And we don't, like I said, we don't know much about her personality or like what she looked like or anything like that, because it's all like from all her specific stuff is taken from like later on in life. Well, and the things that we do know about her is that she was really good at poisoning people, like really good at it. She became an accomplished herbalist probably like really young. She like figured out how to like concoct different like formulas of different things. And she moved to Rome probably around the 1st century, like mid 1st century common era. She like started developing poisons that were pretty sophisticated for the time, and she was really good at making it look like somebody died of natural causes. Like that was the like a heart attack or a seizure, or like I think she'd find out like things about the people and play up whatever natural illnesses they might have had or whatever. So, yeah.
That's very good.
Very sneaky, very creepy. Excuse me.
They called her the first serial killer, right?
Yeah, but that's I feel
I don't think that's right.
That's not right.
Yeah.
A serial killer like has like psychological motives that have nothing to do with like, I don't know, like she was an assassin. Like, that was more, that's more accurate.
This was her job. Yeah.
This was her job. Yeah.
That's how I feel. Okay.
I feel like she was like more of like a hitman, like mob hitman.
Oh,
kind
good.
Of. Yeah. That was like more what she would be considered. Yeah. So yeah, I think that the term applying a serial killer to her is stupid.
It's wrong. Boo. It's stupid.
Boo. Stupid. Yeah, so because she was so good at poisoning people, people that were pretty high up, like in positions of power, caught wind of it and started hiring her more and more to like knock off their political rivals or like business partners or, you know, whoever's like their rival. So, it was, she was getting some good jobs.
She was out there networking, handing out her business card. She's like, oh, hey, if you need anyone murdered, I have like a ton of experience in this area, so.
This is kind of my specialty. So like some of the hottest poisons of her day were belladonna and hemlock.
Oh, hot.
Yeah. Some of the, except they were really fucking gnarly. Belladonna, if you ingest it, it could, it'll like dilate your pupils, like sensitivity to light, blurred vision, loss of balance. Like you can have like a small amount ingested and not die from it, but, and like you get like delirium, hallucinations, convulsions. It's pretty,
Yeah.
pretty gnarly. But you will fucking die if you consume too much of this. So,
Oh my God.
The antidote for belladonna poisoning is something I could barely pronounce, but it's physostigmine or pilocarpine, and I guess that is the antidote. So there is an antidote for that. The symptoms of hemlock poisoning could include trembling, burning in the digestive tract, increased salivation, dilated pupils, muscle pain, blah, 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 blah. Rapid heart rate followed by decreased heart rate. It's all bad. It's all bad.
Listen, it's like you're being poisoned. Shit's
it's
happening.
like you're being poisoned. Yeah. But the worst thing about hemlock poisoning is that if you ingest too much of it, obviously you'll die. But it seems like a very painful death. Like your central nervous system, like totally shuts down. You have respiratory failure. You have a breakdown of skeletal muscle and acute renal failure.
Oh my God.
That's all bad, and that's really painful, and then you die. And the scariest thing about hemlock poisoning is that there's still no known antidote for it. So it's really scary.
I feel like, how poisoning is portrayed in movies sometimes, like The Princess Bride, when
he just like falls over and dies.
Like he just falls over. Sometimes it's that, and sometimes it's more like Game of Thrones, where you're like foaming at the mouth, can't breathe. I think it's probably more like that.
I'm pretty sure like every poisoning death on Game of Thrones is inspired by like the ancient Roman poisoners of
because that's how it would be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is like not a fun way to die. She was also like using arsenic, quinine, and possibly even cyanide and opium overdoses.
Oh my God.
To kill people. So that's fucking real. That's
Opium's
some real shit.
Probably the best one to go out with.
I would think so. But this is crazy because there's all these natural occurring ingredients that she just was like, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. Like she was very innovative, I guess.
And then she's in her day. Oh, they died. And then she wrote down on her clipboard, good poison.
Like she tested on animals a lot. Yeah. So she's a creep.
We would boycott her now and not buy her products.
No.
But also we don't want to die, so we also wouldn't buy them. Yeah,
that's right. So she poisoned so many people. She eventually gets caught and thrown in jail. You poison the wrong one, and you're gonna get caught. She was jailed several times for murder, but she kept getting bailed out by all the super high profile people because they're like, we need you, we need your services.
Yeah, they're like, I think I can spend a few little tiny monies so that then I could have her kill this person, and then I'll get a lot more monies.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's right. Or they just hated everybody, and they're like, just kill this person, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So the third time she was bailed out was by Julia Agrippina. Mm-hmm. Is that how you say her name?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So Julia Agrippina was married to Claudius, who was the emperor of Rome at the time.
Oh my God. It said in 54 CE. What is that? What is CE?
So CE is the Common Era. That's how we refer.
Okay.
After, there's BCE, before the Common Era, and then there's CE. We say CE instead of AD because AD is the year of our Lord, and that doesn't translate in. I mean, you can say that, but it's not. That's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not how it's referred to, in scholarly, academic, or scientific cases. So
so literally the year 54.
Yeah, literally the year 54.
Okay.
She was married to Claudius.
Yeah.
And was not loving it. I don't think Claudius was like the dopest dude. Like, I think he was kind of a dick. I don't know.
I mean, if you're talking like Roman emperor, I feel like probably a lot of them were like not super chill.
No.
And probably like not very nice to women.
No.
So yeah, totally fair.
Yeah. But he really like loved her and married her, even though she already had a son from a previous marriage, which is that's something.
He was progressive in some ways, we could say.
Yeah. But she was pretty like, she was wild. She, for her time, man, she was like, listen, I will marry you for sure, but like make my son the heir to your empire, basically. Yeah. And he did it.
Oh, you know what? That's like basically like, hey, you know what? Why don't we just take out an extra life insurance policy on you? Like, no, I don't want to alarm you to anything, but like,
no.
You know, I think we should maybe just do it. It's like red flag.
Yeah, she was like, listen, you don't have any sons. I have one. How crazy is that?
Oh my God.
It's so weird.
But then they had a son, right?
I don't remember.
Nero.
That's her son, Nero.
Oh, sorry, Britannica.
I think that's his nephew.
Oh, okay. So, listen, I want to say right now, everything I read had conflicting things in it.
I know.
And I think it's because this story is so old. It's a little bit of like like
stuff gets lost in
a little bit. Yeah, things change story to story. But good. Okay, so
yeah,
he had the nephew Britannica, but Britannica was a little bit younger than Nero.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. So she gets Nero in the books though. Yeah. She's like, yeah, he's on the registry to be next in line, basically.
We've registered him at Williams Sonoma. Yeah, and he's next in line for the glamour throne.
Yes. So she's like, you know what? Life would be a lot easier if Claudius just was like gone. Yeah. And then my son I become the empress, whatever, the Nero, it's fine. Yeah. So I mean,
she doesn't have to like, you know, like fuck the emperor to get what she wants, unless they were doing that because it was like a really long time ago, and it's like some Oedipal thing. But
oh, you mean her son? Yeah. Ew, no, she didn't. He was like 14.
I don't know. We don't know what happened back then. It was weird.
There was all kinds of stuff.
Time. Also, Claudius was her uncle.
They were our cousin, I think.
Yeah, cousin husband, uncle husband. There was some sort of
related
relation. Yeah, that was normal.
Yeah, totally normal. Everything is like all the bloodlines and all the like intermarriages are very complicated and like weird. So anyway, she's like, let's get Claudius out of here. She bails Locusta out of jail specifically to poison Claudius. So she is like, hey, so he loves mushrooms. That could be a way to do it. So she, like Locusta's like, cool, get some deadly fucking mushrooms, mixes them up, gives them to him. But what is crazy about this is not the audacity of just poisoning him. Like, that's simple enough. Yeah. Except it's not, because Claudius was the emperor, and he had food tasters, he had bodyguards. But Locusta was so good at what she does, she figured out how to get those guys out of the way. She poisoned the bodyguards, like the main bodyguard. She poisoned him, like, but not like to kill him, just like enough to give him like diarrhea and vomit, and like he needed to stay home from work that day.
Yeah, he's in the outhouse.
He called in sick, and then he like gets the food tasters. She gets the food tasters out of the way. Like, I think she just bribes them. Like, she's just like,
they don't want to die.
No, she's like, come on, listen. Yeah. So gets all those people out of the way, and he eats the poisonous mushrooms, and he starts fucking dying. The court physician or whatever, whoever's there, he knows like what to do, and that's make him throw up. Yeah. So they have this like feather that they stick down people's throats to make them throw up if they ever get poisoned. Tickle, tickle. It's like the resuscitation machine. Like the defibrillator. And so he gets the feather defibrillator, and they think, okay, it's going to be fine. He's just going to throw up. But this bitch was so diabolical. She had dipped the feather in fucking, like, strychnine.
Oh, my God.
So it was like he got double poisoned, essentially.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
He was dead. He died.
Dude, that's gross.
Big time.
Okay, this is where one of the things I read veers off a little bit in a fun way. Because he was, like, very gluttonous. So he would eat. This is what they said about the feather. He would eat and eat and eat, and then he'd make himself puke so he could eat more. And she poisoned that feather. That was like one account. The other thing is the doctor came. Things were happening. They were like, "This guy's dying. Let me give him an enema." But he was like in cahoots with Locusta, and so it was like a poison enema.
Oh, shit. That is terrible.
Dude, they, like, poisoned his butthole, and then he died extra. So it was, like, very extra all around.
Wow. He got poisoned so many times. Man, I don't know. That's kind of overkill. I mean, literally.
It's, like, too much.
It's just a lot.
I mean, he's already poisoned, girl. Why are you going to keep doing this?
So he's dead. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely dead. They killed the fuck out of him.
He's barfed out all his barf. He shit out all his shits. Everything's happening. There's foam coming from every orifice.
Oh my God, dead. So the emperor's dead, and Agrippina is like, here I am. I am the empress now. And everybody's like, oh, okay. Your husband was obviously poisoned, though. She's like, I know, right? I think it was this bitch over here. Like, he was so poisoned that there was, like, no way to deny it. So she's like, I think it was Locusta. That's so crazy. What's she doing out of jail? I don't know how she got here.
Oh, my God.
So she totally, like, sets this bitch up.
Oh, my, what? How rude.
It's so rude. But she puts Nero in charge of everything, I think. And because, you know, he's the chosen one, the heir to the empire.
Yeah.
But and Nero's like old enough to understand, like, okay, like, this is my, like, I'm the one ruling.
Yeah.
So he is worried that his cousin, who we mentioned before, Britannica. Encyclopedia Britannica, is gonna step up when he becomes of age around 14. I think he's only like a couple years younger than him at this point.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't want to deal with this guy. Like, I want to be. I think Nero's probably like 16, and he's like, I'm not down to deal with like this little shit coming up and trying to challenge me for the throne, or it wasn't the throne, it was the empire, whatever.
Yeah.
So they decide, let's just get Locusta back here. She is in jail, like, we know where she is.
She's like not doing things. She's like very, like, probably really bored there. We'll just like see what she's up to.
We'll just see what she's up to.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, Locusta, we need a little help again. Do you think maybe you'd be down to poison a 14-year-old boy? And Locusta's like, yeah, duh, obviously, this is like my job. Just give me money.
She's like, how many times do you want me to poison him? And also where? Like, are we talking like butt stuff? Are we talking the mouth stuff? Like, what are you thinking?
She's like, I'm thinking maybe let's be a little bit more subtle than I was with Claudius, because that was like very extra. Does your cousin have any kind of, you know, health issues? And he actually did suffer. Encyclopedia Britannica suffered from epilepsy. So she's like, oh, perfect. I got just the thing. Let's have a party. Like, let's do all this stuff. So they're like, they have a big old feast, big party. and she straight up poisons him in front of everybody, essentially. And how she does it is very sneaky, too, because everybody just tested the wine and the food. They didn't think twice about water, like, because water is just water, whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody's drinking water, per se. They use it to water down the wine, or they use it to, like, cool off food. Yeah. They don't, like...
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
Ew. Can you imagine just having, like...
This beef is too hot. Can you pour some water on it? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. It's just like a wet plate of food.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but it's the right temperature now. So.
Yeah, stupid idiots. I know.
Stupid.
So, yeah, they weren't, like, testing the water at all. And that's what she poisoned. She put some poison in the water. And I think Britannica used it to water down some of his wine. And I think they watered down the wine, which I think is really rude. First of all, how could you do that?
Oh my God. He watered down his wine and his ham.
Yeah, hot ham water. I hate it.
Why?
I know.
So gross. Well,
but I think they watered down the wine so they could just drink more.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. I think it's rude, but you know.
Yeah.
It's better than pouring water on your plate of hot food.
I know. It wasn't like they were like dealing with like French, you know, vintage wines.
It was like probably toilet wine, like hooch.
Yeah. Yeah. It was probably real trash. So, so she puts the poison in the water. He drinks it. And he starts to have like a seizure. And, Nero's like, oh, no, he's fine. He has seizures all the time. You guys know this about him. He's going to be fine. Just put him in his room. Just take him out of the feast and let him sleep it off.
Yeah.
But he just died because it wasn't a seizure from epilepsy. It was a seizure from fucking poison.
Oh my God. He died like in the middle of everyone.
He died in the middle of everyone. Yeah.
It was basically a real King Joffrey moment.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. It really was. Sorry, spoiler alert.
That show's old now.
If you haven't seen it by now.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, after that, Nero's like, fuck yeah, thank you. I don't have to worry about anything. Mm-hmm. And so he like totally, she finally gets her reward that she was like expecting after she killed Claudius.
Yeah.
And so Nero's like, yeah, here's a dope ass fucking goddamn palace for you, and just chill out. Like take your pick of where you want to live. Like, here you go. And he names her the Imperial Poisoner.
Oh my goodness. What a title.
Yeah. She was the official Imperial Poisoner.
Damn.
So she gets this like dope house on a hill in the city, and tons of money, whatever. And Nero's like, yeah, just be my beck and call, like whenever I need you to kill somebody, just like make it happen. So she does this for 14 years. Like she's just chilling in her palace for 14 years, just
fucking
killing people left and right. Yeah.
VIP, very important poisoner. Just like fucking doing her thing.
The VIP. She really was. And she just like hung out in her palace and studied chemistry and botany, and she trained.
Living that poison life, bitch.
Yeah, she really was. She trained new poisoners even. Like she like basically set up a school to like think of new state-of-the-art poisons and to employ new poisoners. It's wild.
She was like lifting up other women. She was like, listen, I have this success. Let's not compete against each other. Let's build an empire of women poisoners.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
Except for the thing of like all the killing.
Yeah.
I honestly, thinking about how many people she must have killed, because it wasn't just like, here, kill this person. I don't want to, I don't want this political rival anymore, or this person's giving me trouble. It's like Nero is like, hey, do you need like any resources to develop new poisons? If so, I have all these like convicted criminals and slaves you could just use.
Oh my God.
So he was like, gave her carte blanche to just experiment on humans, basically, with new poisons.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So gnarly. So people say that she killed upwards of 10,000 people.
Whoa. Oh my God. That's like how much the world was then.
I mean, it's pretty...
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I don't know if nobody knows what the actual figure is, but
also, how many did she just like fail on, but then they had like permanent brain damage or something? Like there had to have been like, it didn't always go 100%.
Yeah, they probably like had nervous system issues. Yeah. Like they had, kidney, liver, like they might have only lived, like they might have lived, but only lived for like a couple more years, whatever.
And like in excruciating pain. And
yeah.
They were just like, well, sorry. I mean, I wish it would have worked.
Yeah, exactly. It's so fucked up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so she's just doing her thing in her like poison palace. And she also like hung out with these other master poisoners who I think Martina and Canidia.
Yeah. I kept reading that as Candida.
Yeah, me too.
Which is like the yeast in a lady's parts.
Yeah. It's a strain of yeast, and it commonly occurs in the vagina and your gut. But these women were already, I think they were, like Martina was already out and about poisoning people before Locusta even was on the map.
Oh, she was she was a rising star.
She was, a lot of people say she was responsible for the murder or the poisoning of Germanicus, who was one of the like greatest like leaders of Rome during the early part of the like Common Era. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but maybe not. Who knows? So there's Locusta, and she's hanging out with I want to call her like Candy or something.
Yeah.
Canidia and Martina. And they're like this trio of lady poisoners. And I would like to say that they were like the Destiny's Child of poisoners. And Locusta was for sure the Beyonce of the group.
I mean,
for sure.
She gets all the attention.
Yeah, she's the one that's killing the most.
Yeah, and she's like hot on her own. Like,
yeah.
The other
like
two are trying, but like they never get to her level.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I would say like Martina was like probably the Kelly Rowland. Like she could, like Kelly's had some hits.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Kelly's great. But Michelle, like, I don't know. Where is she? We don't even know. Someone should file a missing persons report.
I know. Well, she was at Coachella. She looked good.
Yeah. She seemed fine.
They still wouldn't let her wear the same outfit they were wearing, though. She, like, had to be the one in pants or something, and they're, like, in a hot bodysuit.
They're like, Michelle, we really appreciate you coming here and performing with us. We're going to look really hot.
You round out the group, but...
Here's a full-length bodysuit. It's a turtleneck also. And then if you could just wear this other full bodysuit over it so no one sees anything, that'd be great.
That'd be great. Just kidding. Anyway, yeah, they poison so many people, but they're like still mentioned like as a trio in history books. Like you could still just like Google Locusta and their names will pop up too. Yeah, so it's like pretty cool.
They're like, you won't survive this. This here is poison. You're gonna die now. I gave you poison.
That's it. Yeah. It's a hit. Mm-hmm. They did it. Amazing. So yeah. And as time goes on, like Nero's like such a dick. Like he's not great. He's like probably the worst.
Yeah, I've heard of him before, and I think he's a bad.
he's responsible for the fall of Rome.
Oh,
essentially.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
when you kill fucking 10,000 people or whatever from your
He was doing other things, like he was building like a huge palace that was economically depressing everything else. Like it was bad. Anyway, so but Nero was just a dick in general, and he was getting tired of his mom, Agrippina, and he was just like, hey, maybe you can just poison my mom too.
Oh.
And Locusta was like, all right, whatever you want. So she just give me the money.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is not like for sure. But there are like definite like accounts of Agrippina being like people trying to poison her, but she was so fucking awesome. Like this chick was a badass. She had purposely built up an immunity to several different poisons. So
what? How? That's crazy. I didn't think that was real.
That's real. That's real.
You can do that?
You could totally do that.
Oh my goodness. Wow, the body. It's crazy.
Like that guy who like purposely has snakes bite him and stuff so he could build up an immunity to like the venom. But she also was pretty adept in knowing what the like poisons were doing, so she also like kept the antidote on hand for whatever.
Oh.
So so she's a bad bitch.
She should have just been emperor, you know?
She should have been. I mean, essentially she was. I think that's why Nero got tired of her, because she was very much like the right hand behind telling him what to do and how to like rule and stuff.
Like who's really in charge here? She is.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like she was Cersei Lannister, like for sure.
Yeah.
So she couldn't die. Like the poison was not working. So he eventually just banished her from the court or whatever, and planned to have her assassinated the old-fashioned way.
Knives.
There's a lot of like conflicting reports, but the way she ended up dying is first he tried to have her boat like sunk or something so that she'd drown. But she survived that shit and like swam to shore, and everybody was like, hell yeah, you're fucking awesome. Like you're a bad bitch. And then he hired 3 more assassins to come after her and just stab her basically.
Oh my God.
And make it look like a suicide. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sounds like an elaborate way to put up boundaries with your mom, but okay.
Oh my God.
So somebody please make that a tagging group on Facebook.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know. Yeah.
Fajitas.
But yeah, he was a dick, and he eventually fucked way too many times with the wrong ones, and he got thrown in jail. He stood accused of killing his mom, his first wife Octavia, and possibly his second wife. So
probably also guilty.
He also was fucking up Rome left and right in so many other ways that are too numerous to name, because this isn't about his ass. This is about Locusta. So he gets tossed in jail, and he's sentenced to death by being beaten with iron rods.
Ugh.
So that's not fun. That's not a good way to go.
How come they didn't put any of these people in the Colosseum and make them fight a tiger?
I don't know. I feel like it's like they had to just be as brutal as possible and like not give him any option to
survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knew that like maybe one day this day would come where he would be like, he'd get in trouble and he'd get to the point of no return. So he'd had Locusta make him like a little suicide kit, basically, of poison.
Oh.
Like a surefire way.
Like a little airline vanity kit.
Yeah, like a little
mini
dop
poisons.
kit. Yeah, exactly. And so he's like, great, I got my suicide kit. But then as he's scrambling to like get away from possible, he has like people coming for him.
Yeah.
To like,
it's time.
Either, yeah, to arrest him, to whatever. So he like tries to get away. He forgets his little DOP kit that Locusta had made him. And he's like, fuck.
I left it on the plane.
I left it on the plane, yeah. So he just had to resort to killing himself with his own knife. Ugh. Like a little dagger. So
yeah. Like stabbing himself.
Like stabbing himself, yeah. Ugh. Which is that's not
brutal.
That's pretty brutal. And yeah. I also heard that or I read, and this is not confirmed, that he didn't even do that right. So he's just bad at life, at everything.
Yeah.
So he didn't even stab himself right. He had to have his like secretary finish him off. So it's really brutal. It's really fucked up. Anyway. Yeah, so he's dead. And now Locusta is like, there's nobody here to protect me.
Yeah.
Or fund her poison school. So the successor to Nero was Emperor Galba. And he was like, hi, you're the one that's been like poisoning people, right? So we should probably kill you. You killed like 10,000 people.
Hi, I'm Galba. I'm new here. I don't know everything yet, but like, I feel like you're the one poisoning everyone.
Yeah, let's get rid of ya, huh?
Yeah. Hey, can you just like let me look into your bag? I'm sorry. I know that it's protocol. Like, I just want to make sure.
Just like new administration.
Yeah. What are all these plants doing in your bag? Where's your lipstick? Where's your compact mirror? Where's your money bag?
So he has her dragged through the streets and executed. So
you know what? That's fine. Sucks. But like, why didn't they poison her? You know what I mean? It's like a missed opportunity, and it's kind of like when a movie ends, and you're like, "Ooh, this wasn't the right way to end this movie." That's how I feel about her story.
Or like when you get an email from like a company and they miss like a good, like they attempted a good subject line.
Yeah.
For example, I won't say the name of the company, but it's this framing company, and it's like, "Let the framing begin," and it's like that was the tag.
Let the frames begin.
Yes.
Fucking dummies.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's such a no-brainer. Like just do that. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so yeah, she got. She was, I don't know how she was executed. However, there is a terrible, terrible rumor, which is stupid and not true. And we just want to dispel that, that people associate with Locusta, that she was fucked to death by wild animals.
Specifically a giraffe.
Yeah.
No. Fucking, that wouldn't even physically.
It works, but it's not.
But you know what I mean? Like, the giraffe is so weird and gangly and like awkward. I just like don't. I don't think so.
Well, yeah.
Horse,
it's just
maybe. I would say maybe. Because people have sex with horses. But giraffe, I don't know. It's like top heavy. I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't seem right. Also, like, they're very tall, regardless of the long neck. I don't know how. It's not.
Yeah, their bodies are already tall, like very tall.
It makes zero sense, and it's salacious and not true. And if you read that about her,
it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Don't believe it. And you know what? If people post about it on Facebook, you tell them they're wrong and it is not true. And you go find chat rooms and you start blogging on there and you say, "This is not true." And you do your part as a citizen of the internet.
She may have killed 10,000 people. Probably not. That's probably not true. But she definitely was not like fucked to death by a giraffe. So that is inaccurate.
But you know what? That's probably the death she deserved.
I don't know. I feel like the poison is she should have been poisoned.
That's the poetic ending.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, no way. Oh, she was poisoned to death.
Yeah.
She was a poisoner.
Yeah. That's
the difference between what happened is let the framing begin, and what should have happened is let the frames begin.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's upsetting. Yeah, I mean, these violent delights have violent ends.
Yeah. Oh.
Just
don't get caught up in this stuff.
This was such a crazy time. Everybody was dying back then. So It was just like, who's to say?
Yeah, who knows who caused any of this? Everyone's dying.
Yeah. And if you're gonna go the route of just poisoning everybody, you're probably not gonna be long for this earth either. So don't do that.
But you know what I think we all learned today that's really important? If you're out to dinner at a Mexican restaurant and you get fajitas and they're
always
sizzling,
think of the foot.
They're sizzling hot. Just pour a little of your water on it. And then you can eat it straight away. You can have your wet fajita tacos that you make.
Oh my god.
Fajita soup. Fajita soup tacos, everyone.
What were they doing? They were crazy, man.
All right. Well.
Yep. Well, that's all I have to say about this.
It was very fun. I like these old stories because I feel like we can just say whatever we want.
Yeah. Because this is all very real. But we have the distance of time to be able to talk shit. You know what? I want to know where the movie is for this.
Yeah.
I want a fucking movie. I'm gonna write a screenplay. I think. How fun would that be?
Do it. Oh my god, you should.
This is the content that we need. Like, we don't need any more fucking stories about, like, I don't know.
Do we need to remake the movie Overboard? No, but people are doing it.
Yeah.
We don't need that. It could be so fun, and you could make it like an action movie too, it could just be so fun.
I would want it to be like I want an all women like director, like producer. Give me Kathleen Kennedy. Get me I want it to be like gory, violent, because there's not a lot of I only see the violence from men. Yeah. I want to see some like righteous rage from women.
That doesn't come from, oh, here's my storyline. I was raped at some point and now I'm seeking revenge on everyone. No. Why can't they just be badass from the beginning?
Yeah, like I just like taught myself how to do herbs and fuck people up. So I might be a psychopath, but
But whatever.
But,
ooh, who would you cast?
And she was like a peasant. I think it's like so cool that she's like still in the history books like millennia later and came from nothing.
It's a real rags to riches story. I feel like
I mean, it's for the worst possible reasons. I am not saying that she was a good person by any means. I think she's like a very bad person, but I don't want to glorify her in any way. I'm just saying like
it's all right. It's a fun action movie. It's like it'll be like somewhat fantastical. You can always just base it on her too, and then write whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting all of these like rewritten like stories about like the villains from Disney movies. Yeah. So like I don't know. Maleficent. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway, I don't know. That's all I got. Yeah, she's a creep, but goddamn, what a prolific and insanely gnarly person.
Yeah,
who just like gave zero fucks and was also like very like wily and
fucking doing her job. She was making that money.
Just doing her job.
Her job. She was a working girl. Okay, and that's what we can celebrate her for. She fucking ran her own business.
She ran her own school.
She was a headmistress at a school.
School for poisoners. Oh, man.
It was like fucking Miss Locusta's Boys in School for Girls.
Yeah.
And it was like doing things.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
All right.
All right. That was fun. Let us know if, I don't know.
Yeah.
We got anything wrong, but there's just like not a lot of information that's maybe accurate out there anymore.
And no one knows if it's right or wrong, so everyone.
It's all 2,000 years old history.
Yeah. Were you there? No.
No.
Follow us on social medias at DTFU Podcast on all the platforms.
Yep.
We already said of the website at the beginning, and leave us a review on iTunes if you're so inclined.
That's right. Thanks for listening, guys. Tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend. We love having you guys here. It's very fun.
Super fun. And be excellent to each other.
Yeah.
And to yourselves.
And yourselves. I was just thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
Self-care.
Yeah. Take care.
All right.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.